Hello, bonjour, konnichiwa, hola. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys my collection of cameras. What I can first say about my cameras is it is a bit small collection, but it's my dear collection that I love and adore. And I definitely would wish to continue to expand my collection and get more cameras. But this is what I have so far, and I'm pretty proud of it. And it helps me get my creative form going. And I personally love more vintage analog cameras, so that's the majority of my collection. But I do obviously have digital ones because we live in a digital age and that we need that, computer very defined photos rather than the physical form of photos. But other than that, let's get right into it. Also, just a TMI, I've been really into silent film videos, or movies I should say. I recently watched It, and can I say I love that movie. I love Clara Bow in it, and she is phenomenal, and I can totally tell why they cast her as the It girl, because I absolutely love that movie. And I'm rocking this look kind of like her. I just love her. Anyways, let's get into it. So I'm gonna show you guys my first camera. This is where it started it all. This is my baby, my first film camera, and it's the Minolta X 370. And she's the one who started it, she's the pioneer of my photography career. And so I got her back in college, in the college days, and you definitely need to take a film class if you're in college. It doesn't matter if you're not even an art major, like you definitely need to, because it like changes your life. It changed mine definitely. And this is what got me into photography and started opened my dreams into wanting to become a photographer and an artist. And it wasn't until I used this and I took that class, and I'm also gonna have samples, of course, but I took photos and I just fell in love. It's like when you first fall in love. And she's thrifted, not thrifted, she's secondhand. I bought her on Etsy for it was actually pretty expensive. Like, I later found out you could probably get it cheaper, but she was like $100 or so. But it came in a pretty decent condition. I wouldn't say it's the worst condition I've seen for second-hand cameras, but she does have a bit scratches and is a bit rough. But also in the light meter there is a bit dust of it, but I'm okay with that. I know you can also clean that out, but I don't know how to do that yet. What else I could say about it? I have this strap, this very retro strap that I also got off on Etsy, and I just felt like it got with the look. Yes. Right now I have actually film in here, which is actually expired film because it's been there for a long time, and I really should use it. So I definitely want to start taking film photos again. And I have the standard lens that it comes with, like the 35. I think this is a 35. Or maybe this is a... Oh no, this is a 50, sorry. This is the 50 milliliter lens camera. This is your standard lens. I do also have a macro lens. I believe that one's like 250 milliliter. That you can like really get close into photos. But I still haven't used it as I should. and I just love the standard lens. It's really good for everything, and I don't think you need to get a macro lens unless you really want to get close-up photos. But yeah, this is her. This is it, my first 35mm film camera. Next is my Holga 120N, and this is a medium format film camera, and she's a toy camera. She's in pink as well. Usually they come in black. And I got this off of McCarty for $30. And this is probably the cheapest camera I own. And that's what's known about the Holga camera, is that it's very cheap and inexpensive. And personally, I love that. So it is a toy camera, meaning that it's very flimsy, it's plasticky, and it's cheap. And some people like that, some people don't. I personally love it because it has character to it. This camera has character, and it's also known for light leaks and just having very filtery, grainy photos. I know when I used it, I got like overlapped of photos, I got light leaks a little bit, very blurry photos, but you can always, you know, that was like my first time using it, so I was just experimenting with it. Obviously, once you get more practice of it, you can obviously get better photos, but this one is very experimental, I would have to say. Some people even like put tape around the camera just so they could stop light leaks, but honestly, I love that. I love the light leaks. I love how dreamy the photos come out, almost like a dream. And this is my first medium format. A medium format just means that the film is a bit bigger, so it's just a bit bigger. I wish I had an actual like film strip to show you guys, but this personal camera, I took it when I took intermediate film photography class, and I loved it, and I decided to get my own because when I took that class I was renting one of their cameras, and I bought one personally, and this one's in pink, and it's part of the Holga Wood collection, Hollywood collection. They have other different colors, and you can also actually like buy the black one and like spray paint it your own. That's what some people do, but I personally love this little toy camera. I love also how lightweight it is, so if you're traveling you don't have to sacrifice the weight of your luggage because these can get pretty heavy. These are like metal obviously, so it's pretty heavy, and this is just plastic, so it's like very lightweight. But yes, I eventually do want to get a more professional medium format camera, but for the meantime she will do. She will do. Next, I guess I'll get into Polaroids. I don't know, my cameras are so dusty, like my room is so dusty. But yeah, I would take a photo, but I have film in here. So, but this is my first Polaroid camera. I did do an unboxing of this camera, so if you want to check it out, I'll link the video down below, and also in the time card thingy. I don't know what it's called. But I did an unboxing of this Polaroid camera, and can I say that I love Polaroid? I might actually love it more than regular film, just because I love how instant this is. And I didn't say what type of camera, but this one's the impulse camera, and I got this on eBay for about 60 bucks, and it's in great condition. Whoever used it, I really took care of this camera, but I see absolutely no flaws in this camera. And like I said, I just love it. I love Polaroids now because of, like I said, how instant they are. It's really magical if you really think about it. Like, how can you just take one photo and it comes out and you don't need any chemicals, like any elements to develop it? So like, it's so like magic in the air. It just develops right then and there. And there's a science behind it, and then there's like the way the light reflects through the camera and then imprints on the film, and it just comes out, and it's just, I still think it's magical, and I don't even know how I can wrap my brain around how it works, but I think it's the greatest invention in photography, as well as cyanotypes. Cyanotypes also blow my mind, but there's not much I can say about this camera. That it's just, you know, your basic, it has a flash, you pop it up, take a photo. I still have been testing it out. I took Polaroid photos on my birthday, and I think it, like some people say, it all depends on what pack you get of film, because I bought like the color frame, and the color frames, the photos turned out a bit more blurry than usual. And then I bought a second pack, and it was like the white frames, and that one didn't come out as blurry. It came out more better and a bit more in focus. Sorry. It came out more in focus. So I do believe like the packs vary and sometimes come out a bit different, but this one does not have autofocus, so it could be also that, and that's why the photos came out blurry. But I do love it for my first Polaroid camera. I eventually do want to get another one, and maybe a one that has autofocus, but yeah, I'm happy to have this one, this little guy. I'll take a water break actually. That's all my analog cameras. I definitely want to keep growing my collection. And now let's move on to digital cameras. For digital, I have my Nikon D3000. Huh? No, I have my Nikon D3300. And she looks like this. Or should I call it he? I don't know. Looks like this. Look at it. She's a bit ancient, I'm not gonna lie. Well, not that ancient, but she's a couple years old. I think like 8 or like 9 years old, but she still gets the work done. I recently did some wedding photos of my best friend. Congratulations, girl. And she worked like a charm, you know. I had no trouble shooting the photos or anything like that. And I feel like in this digital age it still works, you know. I definitely used this for my digital photography class in college and show examples of my work, but they still turn out pretty clean and nice, so I have no issues with it. I do eventually want to upgrade to maybe like a newer model or get a mirrorless camera even, but for now she works, and I appreciate it. And actually this was like my dad's camera, but I kind of inherited this camera because like I'm a photographer now. I have to take photos. And yeah, I also do have a telescope lens. I think she makes noise when I use that. I don't know why, but yes. I don't have much to say about my digital cameras. Can you tell? But yeah, this one is my digital. And I also have a Canon GX7 Mark. I think that's what it's called. It doesn't say Mark, but it just says G7X that I got at Best Buy, and it was like 500 bucks. And yes, shit. I sounded like I said shit, but I usually just use this camera for recording my videos, but I do often take photos as well. But it's not, I wouldn't say for me personally, it's not something special. It's just like your regular, what do you even call these cameras? Like your regular vlogger cameras. But I do love it. It's still dear to me. Love you. Next, and my final camera. Now, I'm actually worried about this camera because okay, well, I'm getting too ahead of myself actually. So this is the Sunny Webby, and I actually also did an unboxing, like first impressions of this camera. And it's, for me, this camera is actually more of like a recording camera. I wouldn't say I use it more for photos, but more for like video. But I have recorded before, and it records to HD. And I just like the size. I like the size. It's very unique. I love the colors that they come out. Very unique as well. And I just love how it like flips like this, and you can like move it, and it's just very retro. The only thing that I have trouble with this camera is the memory card. And this is not a SD card because it's in the early 2000s. They used memory stick back in the day. And the only thing is that I don't know if I got like a cheap one or something, but it actually is already breaking. Anyways, but it's like very plasticky, and it's breaking on the edges. And I don't know if all memory sticks are like that, but it's very cheap, and I'm scared to even break it because it's very fragile. And that's the only con of these cameras, because like you can't really find them as easily as SD cards. Like I can't go to Best Buy and buy a memory stick because they don't sell those anymore. And also, like, I try to read it on my computer and it's not working. So that's the only downside of using older cameras, because they're just like no longer making the same product or the same accessories for it. So, but other than that, I love this little flimsy camera, and I love the grainy filter vibe that it has on its own. So yeah, that is it for my camera collection. Like I said, it's small, but it's precious to me, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!